want to show you here the different ways on how you can properly hold the weapon. Depending on the situation, depending on the weapon type that you're holding, you might need any of the following proper holding of our weapon. In this case, proper holding of stick. So we have the first way is what we call the normal grip, also known as the Hawak normal, which is normally used from medium, close. So you can see we can use it for medium range, and even overextend our hand. Okay, so normally this is the first technique of gripping the weapon that we teach our students. The main way of gripping the weapon should be the hand should be fully closed. I try to tell my students, if you try to grip on the weapon, you should be performing a power grip. And try to avoid doing this. Okay, we should be avoiding this because in actual impact, especially if you're doing an impact weapon training, let's say for example, sparring session, and if you're doing fancy movements like this, for example, playing around with it, using your fingers, that's really not advisable because in actual impact weapon sparring sessions, you might end up losing your weapon. And in any situation, we don't want that to happen. In the street fight, we don't want that to happen because we will lose our equalizer, which is our impact weapon. Okay? So as much as possible, always use power grip. There are also different thumb positioning. We have here the recommended thumb positioning from where you close your hand in a power grip position. We have the thumb being placed on top of in this position, on top of the part of the stick while in normal grip. And sometimes some instructors will be telling you that you can also position it in a manner from where the thumb is collapsed or in this position, and then the tip of the thumb is pointing on the part of the stick from where you're holding the stick. And again, I don't recommend this too much. I won't recommend this, guys, especially in sparring sessions because you might end up losing the grip on your weapon. I prefer the power grip way of gripping the weapon. Okay, so that's the normal grip. We have the base grip. Base grip is normally used for longer reach, especially if you already have control over the weapon. You have developed proficiency. I would recommend this for beginners. I would always tell the beginners to start with the normal grip. In the Uido art of Grandmaster Susosho Pagliarina, we normally count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the position from where it will be comfortable for you to play around with your weapon when you're building it while you're in a normal grip position. Okay? The next holding of the stick is what we call the middle grip. This one is also known, by the way, the base grip is also known as the Hawak punyo. Hawak normal, Hawak punyo, Hawak gitna. Okay, normally you would see some practitioners using the Hawak gitna or the middle grip when they're doing stretching and exercises. Okay? For training purposes, for combat purposes, you normally can use this in medium range attacks when the person in front of you is trying to hold onto your stick. Okay? And the last position will be what we call the reverse grip or Hawak baligtad. I won't recommend this again if you're using an impact weapon like this one, the pabaligtad that I'm holding, because it's not practical for you to be, because this is an impact weapon, and you doing a reverse grip with an impact weapon is not that practical in an actual situation, sparring or actual street fight situations. because it doesn't have that much impact. We normally use the reverse key grip or the base or the reverse key grip or the Hawak punyo if you're holding a blade, a small blade. Which means if you transition your weapon to an edge weapon like the one that I'm holding right now, in this case a rubber knife, it's more practical if you're using the reverse key grip when you are using a knife or an edge weapon. Perhaps if you are holding a dulo, in some cases you can also apply using the reverse key grip. Okay? So again, as a review, we have what we call the normal grip. It can be used for basic ranges such as long range. If you're aiming to target the opponent using the tip of the weapon, okay, it can be used for medium range. Okay, you will see I'm doing a medium range strike. Or if you're doing a close range attack. Okay? The base grip on the other hand is normally used for long distance striking. If you want to maximize your distance against your opponent, okay, you can maximize the use of the base grip. But again, I won't recommend this for beginners. I would highly recommend the normal grip. The middle grip will be used for close quarter, medium range striking, okay, disarming. And the base grip or reverse key grip, sorry, is used for when you have already transitioned to an edge weapon. Okay, you won't be using it with an impact weapon. Again, I would prefer to remind my students that you use the reverse key grip if you're using an edge weapon like a knife. Okay, so that will be all for this video. Thank you and see you on our next